Alrighty, hello everyone. In this video we're going to be talking about XLM. We're going to be going over the XLM weekly chart. We're going to go down to the daily and the hourly levels as well. First of all, I want to talk about the last weekly close that we had. We had a weekly close above our monthly range EQ. What this tells us and what we've seen from every single time is that every single time we cross our weekly range, we see a weekly break and close above our weekly range EQ. We end up seeing a tap of our range high level. We saw it this time, we saw it this time, and I'm anticipating, sorry, I just noticed that the mouse wasn't here even on the screen. So we saw it this time, we saw it this time, and now we saw it again over here. So what this is telling us is that we're now trading within the upper 50% of the range, where we are seeing some strength and trend. As you can see by the series of higher lows and now this last higher high that we saw. And what it also tells us is that we'll most likely continue to range within the upper 50% of the range until the next decisive move is made below range EQ or above range high. Very simple. We're facing some major weekly resistance here at this weekly cluster. So notice that. It's very important to note. Even though we might see a tap of this high to take out these last week's high stops, we are likely going to see a retest of range EQ and likely continue to range within the upper 50% of the range until, like I just said, until the next decisive move is made. So yes, this is the current weekly resistance. Like I said, guys, there's literally no need to FOMO on this at all. I'm watching the next monthly close to see if we get this close above weekly range EQ. Some might characterize this as a bearish candle, which could lead to some downside. That'd be perfectly fine. Like I said, guys, I'm staying patient on this one. I believe that this is going to be a huge gainer in the next altcoin cycle, whenever that cycle does begin. However, for now, I'm looking to be a buyer over here at 200 from anywhere from 2,500 to 3,000 satoshis. I'm not looking to really buy any higher unless we get that confirmation that I'm talking about. And that confirmation has always been a monthly break and close above range high. Range high is currently at 4,030 satoshis. So once we get that full break and close above range high on the monthly, that is when I will consider adding to my position. I'm sorry, not adding to my position. I don't currently have a position, but that is when I will consider adding the position on a retest of range high or on a retest of crucial support. And from there, my targets would simply be all-time highs over here at 59 to 6,000 satoshis, and the next target after that, 5,000 satoshis at the previous high, and then 6,000 to 7,000 satoshis over here at all-time high. This chart looks incredibly bullish to me. Yada yada yada. I could say this all day. I think it's going to pop, but patience is going to definitely be key, just like it always is. Don't expect it to just start running right away. Be patient, guys. Let's see how the next few weeks trade within upper 50%. If we get, like I said, if we get that full break and close, we'll long it on a retest. For now, I'm still anticipating that these clean lows right here at our monthly range low are gonna get swept before we see any significant upside. We could definitely see some upside here. We could possibly even take out these highs over here, possibly. I'm not saying that I will, but it's very possible. Or we could just simply continue to range within our upper 50% of the monthly range until we make a dump down to take out the stops. Again, guys, it's very uncertain here. We are seeing strength. The chart looks great on the higher time frames. We're going to have to stay patient here. We really want to get our optimal entries. We don't want to be stuck holding a bag that's still bleeding. We just want to stick to where we believe is the optimal entry for us and go from there. Like I said, it's all about confirmation. If we see a swing failure at this range low, buy it. If we see a swing failure up here at these highs, sell it. And we're going to be looking to buy lower. Very simple, guys. So yeah, that's it for XLM. I hope that covers pretty much everything. I'm going to be going into some of the smaller cap alts in the next videos, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. Remember, guys, I know that this chart looks amazing, and no matter what happens, just remember that patience is going to be a virtue here. And even if we do get that, even if we do wait for that full confirmation, and it is up another 30%, 40%, whatever it may be, the targets after that full confirmation are much, much, much higher. See, that confirmation would provide us with a signal to go fully long, with targets being at all-time high and the previous high of 5,000 satoshis. And our primary target would actually be all-time high for this, because I mean, with the series of with the way this chart looks, the series of higher lows, and now this last higher high that we saw, if we do get that confirmation, I'd buy a nice solid bag, and I'd be looking at all-time highs, honestly. But for now, there's no need to be thinking about any of that. Just stay vigilant, stay monitoring the charts. Let's watch how price trades within the coming weeks in the upper 50%, and let's see what type of confirmation we get. From there, we will decide what to do with our position if we enter it. Alrighty, guys. Again, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it helps. If you guys have any questions, just let me know in the chat channel, or also feel free to DM me at any time you want. I'm gonna be going into some of the smaller cap alts now, like I said in this earlier in this video. Alrighty, guys. Have a good one. Peace.